FFT works with families who have kiddos between the ages of 0 and 18 and focuses on relationships within those families and is a really wonderful evidence-based type of therapy that includes the whole family in sessions. Often when families face difficulties, there can be a lot of shame or embarrassment or just uncertainty about where to go for help. And FFT, because of its relational focus, is really good at bringing together all members of the family, even in difficult and high conflict situations. FFT has a long history, it's decades old. It is what we call the gold standard in family counseling. It's been studied extensively and it works with families who come in often with very low hope and people who feel that they're overwhelmed with the challenges that are presented to their family. The approach to FFT is more structured than most other types of counseling. And in FFT, there are phases to the counseling process. So the initial phase is really getting to know the family, to know the strengths and their areas of concern. And this is a really important phase that we don't rush. It's important to know what the hurt is before we try to come in and provide some remedy and some help to the families to support them. So after that initial phase is completed, we move more into what's called behavior change. It would be the second phase of functional family therapy. And in that behavior change phase, this is where we're introducing new skills and different ways of operating with the family. The third phase is called generalization, and it just means taking the change that we've introduced to the family and the skills and making those changes more widely applied within the family's lives. So for professionals or families who are wondering if functional family therapy is a good fit, some things to consider would be having a child or youth under the age of 18. That's a necessary criteria. Then the child needs to be living at home, or there needs to be a plan for the child returning home. That's essential. All members of the family need to attend the counseling, and the commitment is between 12 and 15 sessions typically. Those sessions are held weekly, and so it is a large commitment, but for families who are able and willing to do that, the returns are incredible. We also recommend that families are not in active crisis, just because if people are struggling to even get by in a day, their ability to focus in sessions and to have change is reduced. So some of the families that we see might have children who are not attending school regularly or having a lot of fighting within the family. There might be disagreements between parents and children that they're not able to resolve. There might also be bullying going on at school or issues related to COVID. That was a significant thing that we've gone through as humans, and not all of us have come out without some negative effects. Other issues are anxiety, depression, complex mental health issues, and FFT is really helpful at helping individuals, but placing the individual in that family context, and how can other members of the family come alongside to help the struggling individuals. At this time, the Functional Family Therapy Program is funded by the Family Resource Network, so there's no cost to families to participate.